Hello, all. This is the Casual Noob Gamer back at you again with another video. Yeah. Anyway, I have something I'd like to discuss. It's kind of a prediction video. So, Nintendo has very popular video game series. Let's talk about the most popular games that have already sold on Nintendo Switch. So that would be Mario Kart World, Animal Crossing. Well, no, I'm sorry, Mario Kart World did not. Mario Kart 8. So Mario Kart the series, Animal Crossing, Smash Brothers, Zelda, Mario, 3D Mario, and 2D Mario, things like that. So let's talk Smash Brothers first, because I think that Nintendo has kind of got an idea, and rightfully so, that within the first year to 2 years of starting a new console, they want to have a Smash Brothers game ready to go. Because Smash Brothers is a game that it's not only an evergreen title, meaning it will sell over time and for a steady amount going forward, but it also is a system seller. It will get people to move over and to stop playing the last iteration of that, which on the Switch was Smash Ultimate, and they will move over to the new Smash. So in the Nintendo Switch generation, because during the Wii U generation, one of the games that was a system seller and that people vehemently played on the Wii U when not a lot of games were being played on the Wii U was Smash Brothers for Wii U. And when they released Smash Ultimate for the Switch, I mean, you had a good majority of your Smash Brothers players that were on the Wii U come over to the Switch and buy a system just for that one game. And Nintendo was very happy about that. And so since Smash Brothers on Switch stopped the DLC that they were doing, Sakurai rode off into the sunset, they said. And I mean, we're pretty sure as a fan base that Sakurai is coming back, because he has said in interviews that he something to the effect of he would want to make sure that the Smash Brothers series was basically done right. And he's one of those guys that, when Smash Ultimate came out, it was reported that the man had to be sent to the hospital for fainting because he was dehydrated, because he was working so much just around the clock to get Smash Ultimate right. I mean, Smash Ultimate was a game that the late Satoru Iwata had asked Sakurai to please, come and make that game for the Switch. And it really was a masterpiece. It still is. I mean, I have, I don't play often because I'm really, like most games, I'm not that good. But I've been jumping into occasional matches online, which I normally don't play online. But I just, just every once in a while at night, I'll just on the Switch I'll boot up Smash Ultimate, jump into an online match with my fighter. My fighter is the Mii Sword Fighter. And win or lose, I will, at least if whoever wins or loses, I will give a second match. And if it's tied 1-1 with me and the other person, if they also give a second match, which is kind of the customary thing that you give a second match, and then if you're both like you won one and the other person won one game, you usually play a third as a tiebreaker. But like if you're playing against someone online and they win two matches, the first two, then that's it. You technically don't have to. I mean, listen, you can do whatever you want when you play, but it's just like, kind of like etiquette kind of thing with Smash is that you give two matches when you play online, and then after that, then you can disconnect and try to connect to a different player if you want to, or you could just shut it off, which is what I do. I give the customary two, and then I'll log off just to see how I do. And to be honest, like I mean, on the original Switch before the Switch 2 came out, I won my first one-on-one match online. I've won matches where I've played like with like more than one other person in the matches online with either friends or online, but it was 2025 that I won my first match online. So that just shows you how good I am at Smash. I am not that good, but I very much enjoy it out of all the fighters because the control scheme is a little more simplified than your normal traditional fighting games. So for me, that is enjoyable. So Smash, the new Smash for Switch 2, which 100% there's going to be a new Smash. I would bet almost everything on it, but I will not because I don't like to bet. But it's pretty much there's going to be a new Smash. I would say if they followed the pattern of Switch 1, they will have this ready early. And Sakurai, pretty much since the DLC Fighters, since he wrapped up that, he's most likely been, took maybe possibly little vacation, a little time off, got to rest a little bit. He's probably been working, in the background on Kirby Air Riders. Maybe he's been supervising the next generation to work on Smash and make the next Smash. Because honestly, from Smash Ultimate to this, I mean, what do you do with the next roster? I mean, do you go even bigger? I mean, but yeah, Sakurai has most likely been working on the next Smash or supervising the next group of people that the next generation to work on Smash and just overseeing it. And most likely you will see an announcement for, I would imagine, by end of next year, you will have this game released. I think that they will definitely get it out, but I think that they super rushed it from the Wii U to the Switch, which is why they kind of got it under the wire for December. They probably wanted to have it a little earlier because it released in December of 2018. I would imagine they would want it a little sooner than December so it could be there. I imagine they want that September to November, because December is kind of like a dead month for games. Like, that's why November, with especially in the US, with the Black Friday shopping season, they would maybe want to do it a little earlier. But I mean, as someone who enjoys Smash and loves the reveals for Smash as much as I enjoy Smash, although I don't play that often, but like I said, out of fighting games, it is one that consistently over the years I have been very interested in watching especially with all the fighters and whatnot. I mean, what they would do for the next one. I mean, if you thought that, what would they do with Mario Kart? And they kind of gave us Mario Kart World, and that was a great thing. What would they do with Smash? I mean, yeah. I know I said I would talk about other Nintendo series, but I think Smash is the one that I really want because, I mean, right now there is a rumor going around that we are getting the next Animal Crossing next year. I think also with the Animal Crossing they released in 2020, New Horizons, they expected Animal Crossing to sell big. I mean, I think that the pandemic definitely inflated those numbers well beyond what it was supposed to be. But I mean, that's also a testament to what a great game it was. I mean, that was honestly my most played game on the Switch. I had well over 500 hours in that game, and that is a lot for me. I mean, the feedback loop on that game, Animal Crossing New Horizons, was amazing. They like perfected the gacha without having like extra microtransactions. So it was just like in-game kind of stuff you would do, and you would get in-game currency to do stuff, and then the terraforming. I mean, honestly, once I had played for, like I said, 500 hours, and I terraformed like once the Mario DLC stuff came in, that you were able to do like the warp pipes and the question blocks and all the different things around the island. I had my island just how I wanted to. And I was like, you know what? This is exactly how I want it. Every time I have bought a new Switch since then, if I've gotten a new system, I have transferred my island over with the transfer tool. So I still have my island. My play activity time is been reset because of I didn't transfer. I transferred my island from Animal Crossing, but I didn't transfer my saves, which I didn't know loses, your play activity, which also I had about 100 plus hours in Smash, which, like I said, is a lot for fighting games. Enjoyed that a lot. So Animal Crossing, I think that that's pretty accurate that we are going to get that next year. People are saying we're going to get teased this year for next year. I don't know if they would tease for a release for next year. If it's coming out next year, I would think it would be more than a tease. So I don't know about that. I do know that they gave DLC. They gave the Happy Home Designer kind of DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizons, which was free with the expansion pack. So thank you for that, Nintendo. I don't know if we would get a tease if the game is slated to come out next year, unless it's slated to come out late next year. But I imagine we're going to get Smash also. So if we get Animal Crossing and Smash in the same year, I mean, those are two heavy hitters of like Nintendo titles to get. I mean, they didn't put like they stopped the support for Animal Crossing pretty early in its life. Only after, I think it was like 2 years, they just like cut it off and said this is the last update. That's it. They did a whatever they did, and that was it. So they've probably been working since, I want to say, 2022. And if the game comes out in 2026, I could see them taking ideas that they wanted to put in New Horizons and stick that in the new game. Plus, also, I know people with the amount of items that you could have in Animal Crossing that when you visited their islands, there was such lag and popping on the original Switch that I would hope that it's a little like I've booted up Animal Crossing on Switch 2, and I mean I don't have an island like that, so I never really had lag on my island, and the people that I know that had those islands, they didn't bring those to their Switch 2. They had so much stuff that they made multiple islands on multiple auxiliary switches. So the islands that had a lot of things they didn't put to their Switch 2, and I was kind of upset because I really wanted to see that and visit their island and test it out. But yeah, so my prediction for the two big ones are Animal Crossing next year and Smash next year. Now, could we see Smash in 2027? I mean, yeah, but the thing is that, like, if you released Animal Crossing and Smash in the same year, like, those really don't cannibalize, like, not just sales, but people's playtimes. Because, I mean, the people who are playing Animal Crossing probably aren't playing Smash. I mean, I may be one of the unicorns in that data chart that I play both of them, and they're actually two of my most played games. So yeah, I mean that is my prediction on the next Smash and the next Animal Crossing. I'll make more prediction videos as more rumors and things come about, but yeah, I don't like to get my hopes up and your hopes up, but I did very much feel that when the Switch 2 was released, I actually thought the new Animal Crossing was going to be a launch title. So the fact that the beat 'em ups rumor is that we're going to get a teaser this year and the game is coming next year, I mean, I am all for that being willed into existence. I mean, and even if it's just a rumor and then it was a fake rumor and it's not true in any way, I mean, I still would love to imagine that we're getting a new Animal Crossing and possibly a new Smash. So like, subscribe, comment. I am the Casual Noob Gamer. I hope you have a great day. Later.